All right, in this lesson serves as an exercise to help you loosen up. I'm going to be drawing a pear as my example. I'm not going to be looking at a real still life. I'm just going to be drawing from memory. But the whole point of this lesson is to help you to loosen up. And I'm going to be using a brush, so I want you to use a brush as well. Um, and then hopefully you'll be able to loosen up using a palette knife or any other tool that you're going to paint using acrylic paint. So here I'm just outlining my pear. I want to try to make a large pear that takes up a large part of the canvas board, and I want it centered, nice and neat. And you can do the same thing. And I'm just going to paint the background. I'm using whole bean matte paint, acrylic paint. It's a paint made in China, but it's not as strong and vibrant, but I still like the matte look. You might want to give it a try. It is expensive though, so just kind of give you a warning about that. But here just going to paint the background, sort of like a light pale blue, and I'm painting real loose. I'm not trying to go for perfection. I'm not trying to go for realism, and I want you guys to do the same thing. Just kind of relax, be loose, follow your intuition. Don't think too much, and just let it flow. Now I'm going to paint the right side of my background, give it more of a yellowish tone. And what I want you to do in this exercise is just basically just use whatever color you want. You'll tell when I start on the pear that I'm not going to use green or yellowish green for pear. I'm going to actually use a red, an orange and a red. So again, just use whatever color you like. The main thing is relax and be loose. And right now I'm just kind of filling in my background. And I'm going to move on to my table and then eventually to my pear. Loose brush strokes up and down, no particular formality or direction with the brush strokes. Do a little blending, just a little bit. And this painting is almost like a test. I'm just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. I'm using a flat edge paintbrush. It's not that large, it's kind of a medium size. Here's an image of my palette, the colors that I'm using. A lot of pale pastel colors. Now I'm going to put in my red for my pear. And we want to add some to kind of complement the other side on the left side. As you can see, my brush is very loose, not rigid or timid. I'm just kind of filling in my table, mixing in the red and the orange. I'm going to add some orange to my pear. Again, I'm still using the same technique, light to dark, left to right. The left side being the light part and the dark side being the right side part of the pear. I'm going to add some yellow orange, lighten it up as I go more over to the left side of the pear. Still following some rules, showing some value within this example, but again, I'm being loose, uh, and I'm not focusing on it being perfect, and I'm kind of just following my intuition. So I want you to do the same. Now I'm just doing one pair. You can do several of these to help kind of help you loosen up a little bit. In my next video, I'm going to do several of them all at once. And again, I'm just going to be using this to kind of help loosen up and relax. A lot of times we have a hard time doing it, especially if you took formal training from a professor or a painting master. A lot of times they paint textbook style, so to speak. Here I'm using a little blue for my shadows. I love that light blue. Add a little bit more shadow here. I'm going to add some over here to the left. Add a little white. It's a little transparent so you can still see the blue. Paint on my red, kind of dull it down just a little bit so it won't be so intense. Again, I'm just following my intuition. This is what I feel that be the right look for the painting right now. I'm being loose. Again, I'm not focusing on trying to make the painting perfect. I know I keep repeating that, but I want you guys to kind of understand that you don't have to try to make it perfect. Add a little bit more color. My background. I think it's coming along pretty good. Add a little blue. Add a little green. And I go back on my shadow. I like that blue as my shadow, so I'm gonna use that color. Getting close to finish. I hope you guys like it. Now, you don't have to paint your painting exactly like I did. I want you guys to kind of find your own creativity within. I think each person has their own creativity that lies within. I just want to allow you to practice doing small, quick paintings like this to kind of allow those creativity juices to flow within you and come out. So, again, just practice doing a lot of loose painting like this. It can be any kind of object. I use a pear. It can be an apple, orange, coffee mug, or whatever. Use a lot of color. Play with the color, and just have fun. Try not to think too much and try not to, again, like I say, try not to make it look perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or contact me. I'm going to zoom it in just a little bit so you guys can see the strokes and see the color a little bit better. And that should be it. Here's the image of the picture close up. Just to recap, be loose, don't think too much, follow your intuition, and have fun. Thanks.